on the ground, Bobby. We now have a debris ball signature. Let's go back to Storm Shield 9. Another product you only see on News 9 is that's telling us we have debris in the air. We have debris in the air now, okay? Not good. This is Sulphur right here, and just north of Sulphur, tornado on the ground now. This is going to be another substantial tornado. Look at the wall cloud in Bobby's shot. Holy moly, look at that. Look at the wall cloud right there. That, my friends, is that. And that is very, very ominous looking. That's going to be another tornado on the ground out of this. So this thing has had 2 tornadoes, and they've both been strong. Look at the hook. Look at the debris signature. And now debris ball developing. It's doing damage. Can't say it enough. Can't say it enough. And your streets are, it's going to be...
Buell Green.
What's that? What's that right there?
I think it says Buell Green.
Buell Green?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Buell Green Road. All right, what's this right here? Burnside.
Burnside Road. That's
Burnside
about 4
Road.
miles to the west of 177.
Yeah, here's 177 right here. Tennis ball size hail to the north. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tornadoes right here. That's the tornado. Look at Bobby's shot, folks. That's what's going on down there. Look at Bobby's shot. That's the tornado. It is on the ground. That is on the ground. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on back north. Wow, look at that. Lacey, query that real quick.
180.
180 mile an hour shear. At least an EF2, possibly an EF3 tornado. We have 180 mile per hour shear. That's a violent tornado. A violent tornado on the ground. Now it's going to be north of Sulphur. Lacey, let's back out just a bit here. Then we're going to storm track on it. Let's back out. There's Sulphur. There's the tornado. Okay? It's moving due east. It's pretty much moving due east. It could make a lift to the north, though. So, Rob, you need to be thinking about it. Okay. We're going to leave this.
Pathfinder, you have the storm track.
Okay, let's go to Pathfinder here. Let's switch it and take a look at the path. And there it is. Oak Grove, 455. Hickory, 507. Roth, 510. Fittsdown, 533. Frisco, 540. Stonewall, 546. And Tupelo at 557. All right, so northern, there you go, northern Murray County, tornado warning. Also now southwestern.
Bobby shot.
Let's go to Bobby's shot and take a look at this tornado, folks. Holy cow. Wow. Wow. That is massive. That is a massive. Look at the motion as it updates. Look at the real time. Look at the mesocyclone. Look at the mesocyclone with that. And look how this is wrapping in. Man, that's going to be a dangerous tornado. An EF2, possibly an EF3. That is a mean tornado, folks. Tennis ball size hail on the north sides. Up in here where the core is, tennis ball size hail, and tornado on the ground.
A tornado emergency is coming for that storm since
there
it's
you go.
A violent tornado.
Tornado emergency now. Winds approaching 200 miles per hour. At least an EF3, if not an EF4. Might have an EF4 back in here. Bobby Payne's looking right at it.
Tornado emergency will include Roth and Hickory.
Okay, Roth and Hickory. Tornado emergency. If you live anywhere near those cities, you have to get to a safe spot right now. If you just ride this thing out, sitting in your living room, there's a chance you will not survive. You've got to go. You can survive. You've got to go to the lowest part of the house. If you live in a mobile home or a trailer, you have to get out. You cannot stay in a mobile home or a trailer. If you are going to stay at home and it's coming your way, okay, here's the deal. You got to get in the lowest level, center part of the house. I can't say it enough. Interior bathroom, interior closet. You have to go there now. This is a violent tornado. This is a violent tornado. This is the right side of the mesocyclone. It's right back in here. Bobby, get up on that ledge right there. Let's get Bobby up on that. Have him drive up that bank. Have Bobby Payne drive up that. Bobby Payne, drive up that right there. Just go up where it says do not enter. Go around it. Get up on top of that thing. I want to see what it looks like. Wow, look at that, folks. That's a large tornado. That's a violent tornado. The back edge is right here. Bobby Payne, we have him in the Gettner. Give us an update. I know you're looking at the back side. Can you see the tornado right now?
Yes, the motion is very intense. It almost looks like it's going to be a wet tornado. Looks like it's going to be very wide at the, wow. I'm trying to get up to, yeah, look at that.
There you go. There it is. Yeah, Bobby, get up top. Good job. Yeah, come up top. There it is. Okay, Bobby, let your image update. There's the left side of the tornado. It's a large, violent tornado. It's going to be at least an EF4, possibly stronger. At least an EF4 tornado, possibly stronger. That's the back edge of the tornado. Folks. That is a horrible, horrible scene. Bobby, can you see the right side of the tornado? Give us an update. Go.
David, no, I can't. It looks like it's starting to become rain wrapped.
All right, Bobby. Okay, well, there it is. That's the left side of the tornado. He cannot see the right side of the tornado because of its width and because of the rain that's beginning to fill in on the right side. Large tornado again on the ground. Bobby Payne's looking right at it. It's going to go just north of Sulphur. Tornado emergency once again for Roth and Hickory. That means you have to go to your safe spot. You cannot just sit this thing out in your living room or your kitchen. You have to go to an interior closet or an interior bathroom. And again, this is a killer tornado, okay? This is a deadly tornado. It's an EF4 just by looking at velocity data and by looking at the sheer magnitude of that shot right there.
David, it is now about 1.5 miles just to the west of 177. It's going to cross 177, 4 miles north of Sulphur. After it crosses 177, that is the Chickasaw Turnpike coming out of Sulphur.
Yes.
So folks do not want to be on the Chickasaw Turnpike or 177.
Yes, troopers need to close the turnpike down. It's the Highway 1. It's the turnpike. Need to close it down. The Chickasaw Turnpike. Okay, need to close it down. Let's go back to Storm Shield 9. Let's keep Bobby shot up. And there it is. Boy, look at the hook, folks. There's Bobby. And there it is. There's the Chickasaw Turnpike that runs up to the northeast, comes into Ada. Large and violent tornado on the ground, becoming wrapped in rain, which makes it even scarier. You can't see it. You won't know it's coming until it hits you. Okay? You will not see that tornado. It's just going to be a dark ball of debris. A dark ball of debris moving almost due east. Right now, it's about 3 to 4 miles north of Sulphur, and it's about a mile west of Highway 177. All right, so we need to get Bobby moving at some point to the northeast. He's just going to ride out ahead of that. We need to keep him in the slot. Need to keep him moving to the northeast, but keep him in the slot. Okay, let's come back to the metro now. Bond's coming in from the north. Let's come back to Oklahoma City. Large and violent tornado. Okay, we need to come back north here. Tornado warning continues for eastern Cleveland County. Vaughn Castor is right there. Let's get Vaughn in the Getner. Vaughn's coming in from the northeast. Get an update from Vaughn. Vaughn, go ahead. You're on. Go.
Yeah, David, I'm just now starting to get some pretty heavy precip. I'm going to get on Highway 9 here and look back to the west, see what we got. As soon as I get in the clearing here, David, back to you.
Okay, all right, good job. And Vaughn, that tornado warning does continue. There is obviously rotation with that. And but again, I know you don't see anything right now, but please stay with it. You're dropping south. You're going to come in on the south side. Possible tornado is going to be on the north side of Lake Thunderbird. Okay, there's the inflow notch right here. If you live north of the lake, Lake Thunderbird, over to Little Axe, over to Pink, there's the hook. You need to be in your safe spot right now. And if any of those guys see anything, if Vaughn sees something, holler. All right, I know Vaughn's getting in position right now. Tennis ball, golf ball, the tennis ball size hill. Anything else going on up north on the radar?
Up north, not at the moment. I can take a closer look here if you want to go up that way.
Okay, there's Darren. This storm here is severe southeastern Logan County, but not tornadic. All right, let's jump north here real quick. Let's jump north. Okay, these two cells up here we need to watch. West of Orlando, south of Covington. And, okay, we need to keep an eye on those. Let's back out just a bit. Where's Hank?
Edmond.
Okay. And we need to get, Alan needs to get east and drop south. Justin, Alan needs to get east and drop south. Okay. Yeah, Marty Logan's right there. Alan's got to get east. This thing's headed to Perry. Alan's got to get east. We got to separate these guys. Okay, let's come back south.
And David, just so you know, Jim Gardner can now see the storm that's over Lake Thunderbird at the moment.
Let's go. Let's go to Jim Gardner. He's over the tornado warning storm now in Cleveland County. Let's take Jim's shot full, then we'll go back south. There it is, Jim. All right, Jim Gardner, you're live. We have your shot up, and I do not see a tornado on the ground, but it's on the north sides of Lake Thunderbird. Give us an update.
Well, that's right, David. We're looking at it right now. We got a tag hanging down right there. It's a pretty large wall cloud. It's right at the back of the main storm. It's clear air behind it. So we're right in a really good position tracking it, David. But you can see that tag right there hanging down. Again, this is moving, and it's moving at a pretty good rate. And right now, I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, David, or not, but right now I'm looking at Lake Thunderbird, which is going to be north of where this is. This is going to be on the south side of Lake Thunderbird here, I believe, right now as we pick this up, and we're kind of tracking this. But you can see that tag right there. It is definitely rotating, but I don't know if this is the one you're talking about or not, David, but you can verify that or not. But this may produce a tornado here in just a few minutes. Jim Reporting live from Bob Mills, News 9, back to you.
There are kind of two areas, David.
Yeah.
With that same storm.
Yeah, Jim, here's the deal. We have two areas of circulation. One on the southeast side and then there's one on the west side, the far western sides, on the north side of Lake Thunderbird, okay? So make sure Jim knows that. Make sure Jim knows that, okay? And we'll go after whichever one is going to produce the tornado if it does. We hope it doesn't. We hope and pray that it doesn't. But this thing is really, really starting to ramp up here. There's the right side of what we call the bell. There's the left side of what we call the bell or the updraft. In the middle, you get your ringer. We don't like the ringers. We don't want a ringer, okay? We don't want this thing to do anything. We're keeping an eye on it. But we have 2 areas of circulation down in Norman, east sides of Norman, actually. Norman, you're in the clear. This is well east of you. Okay, Jim Gardner's right there. Trust me, Jim doesn't miss anything. If this does anything, he'll be all over it. Okay, let's go back, and there it is. Okay, here's Jim, right? Jim's right here, and he's looking off to the northwest. He's looking at this. There's also an area back in here on the north sides of the lake. So we have 2 areas.
Now, Vaughn is very near the southeast area of circulation right now on Highway 9.
Vaughn is currently?
Yes, see him right there.
Okay, there's a shot. Hey, Vaughn, what do you see? Give us an update. You're right here. This is Vaughn. He's at this other southeast area of circulation. Make sure Jim Gardner knows there's another area, okay? Make sure Jim Gardner knows. Go ahead, Vaughn. Give us an update.
Look at that updraft right there. Look at that in my shot. There's nothing that's on the ground on the south side of
Look
this
at that.
location. But that updraft is just spinning like a top, David. So we're going to watch this as it travels down Highway 9, and as soon as we get something else, we'll get back with you.
Okay, all right, great job there, Vaughn. Vaughn Castor. Can't get any better than that. As far as looking at it, he's right there. He is all over that thing, okay?
Bobby's about to have a shot. He can still see a massive tornado down south in Murray County.
All right, Bobby Payne's right here. Tom and Rob are here. Obviously, we said it was going to miss Sulphur. It did. It's headed up. I tell you what, it's lifted a little farther north now. Loop that for me, Lacey. Here's Roth. You folks in Roth, I can't say it enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles southwest of Roth. Violent tornado on the ground. Violent tornado on the ground north of Sulphur. Sulphur, you're not going to get hit. You are not going to get hit in Sulphur. It's north of you, but a violent tornado continues. Let's go to Bobby Payne's shot. Let's take it full screen. Bobby's looking off to his north. Bobby, what do you see? Give us an update. How big is that tornado? Bobby Payne? Do we have Bobby Payne? Nope. All right,
It's crossing 177.
Okay, all right. It's crossing once. Yeah, let's come back. Let's come back. There we go. Who just said that?
Tom.
All right, let's go to Tom. Let's go to Tom. Tom's a little farther south. We'll get Bobby back in here. Tom, give us an update. Large, violent tornado. It's been on the ground. What do you see right now? I know you're going through Sulphur coming up from the north. Give us an update.
Yeah, I'm in Sulphur, and I can see the large tornado. We're going to go east and try to get ahead of it. There's a lot of trees, but definitely a large wedge tornado on the ground.
Okay. Okay, all right, stay with it, Tom. Keep getting north and east. I know what you're doing. You got to get north, and then you got to get back northeast. It's going to go right up the Chickasaw Turnpike. It's going right up the Chickasaw Turnpike. It's going to try to cross it here. It's going to try to cross it. Highway Patrol needs to close it down. It's a violent tornado. It's going to cross the turnpike.
Folks in Hickory also need to be in their safe spot just to the south of Roth.
And here's Hickory. Yeah, it's going to go on top or just north of Hickory. And boy, it's really, really ramped up. All right, wow, it is really, really ramped up. Big tornado, violent tornado, violent tornado. Not good. We hate all tornadoes, but we hate the violent ones too. We really do. It's not good. Okay, there it is. There's Bobby Payne.
Bobby can see it. He can see the wedge.
Okay, let's go back to Bobby Payne and get an update from him. Bobby, you're on live. Go ahead. Give us an update. What do you see?
David, right now I'm at the Chickasaw Turnpike, and just east of 177, I've got a very large wedge tornado on the ground. I'm estimating this is going to be a mile-wide tornado with very violent rotation. So anyone that's northeast of this storm or in the path of it needs to be in shelter right now, but this is going to be a very dangerous and potentially life-threatening situation. Back to you, David.
Yeah, no doubt, Bobby. This is a deadly tornado, mile wide. We said it was a half mile to a mile wide. Tornado emergency continues. If you know anybody that lives in Roth, to the southwest of Roth, you have to call them. Okay, they have to go to their safe spot. If you're not in a safe spot, an interior closet, interior bathroom, there's a chance you will not survive this tornado. You just can't be in your living room. You've got to get to the center part of the house. There's a tornado. It's right here. Okay, we can't show you where it is any clearer than that. That's where the tornado is. Okay, Chickasaw Turnpike's right here. Lacey, go ahead and loop that for me. Go ahead and loop it. And it's moving almost due east. It lifted a little bit north, about a mile, made a right turn. Okay, they wobble like an eye of a hurricane. Just low pressure, they wobble. There's all kinds of fluid going on around this thing with the jet streams and all this going on. So it's lifted a little bit north. Now it's back, moving due right, moving due east. So Collar, is that Collar? Collar Road. It's headed for you and Baker Road. That's where the tornado is right now. It's a mile wide. It's a mile wide, violent tornado. EF4, EF5 possibly, and it's moving due east, okay? It's moving due east. If you live in a mobile home and you're east of this, and if you live in a mobile home, you have to leave. You cannot stay home and ride this out in a mobile